Hi, friends. So, I'm about to celebrate my very first Christmas as a Catholic. I am just so excited. But what was the most overwhelming and stressful for me was Advent. I kept hearing about Advent and the Advent season, and I just did not understand it. I couldn't wrap my head around it. And I found out that I was just asking the wrong questions. So, a few days ago, I asked the right question and it was like a light bulb went off and I totally understood it. So, if you are like me and you are celebrating your first Christmas as a Catholic or in high church, or if you're just interested in Advent, I am here to explain it to you as simply as possible. So, I hope this video helps you. So, as Christmas is coming, I started reaching out to people on social media, to some of my Catholic friends, and looking at books of what are the activities and traditions that I should be doing during this season to make sure that we're doing it correctly. I want to make sure we are incorporating as much Catholic faith into Christmas as much as possible. And everyone was so helpful. They sent me all these books, all these activities, and I just kept hearing, prepare your heart for Jesus. And I'm like, okay, I got it. I can do that. But what are the activities? Oh my goodness, there's so many. Which ones do I pick and choose? It was so much. But again, I kept hearing Advent, Advent, Advent. Now I knew about the Advent wreath. I knew that like there's a candle every week that you light, but I'm like, is it this wreath like that important that we talk about it all the time? Well, here's what I found out that Advent is not just the Advent wreath, Advent is a season. Now, to help explain it as simply as possible, that helped my mind is that there's the Advent season and then there's the Christmas season. They are all under the umbrella of Christ's coming, but they're separate. And I read in a book recently that said that your Advent should look different than Christmas. And I was like, oh, okay. So, Advent, which literally means to come to, is December the 1st to December 24th. And during that time, we are preparing our hearts, we are preparing our minds, we are making space for Jesus to come, right? Baby Jesus coming, for Jesus' second coming. This is what we're doing. Now, fun fact, this is also the very first day of the liturgical year. So it ends in November and it starts December the 1st. And throughout this year, you go through all of Christ's life, starting with Christ in Mary's womb and ending with the feast day of Christ the King. So that's kind of a fun fact. So December 1st to the 24th, you are making space for him. You're spending more time in prayer. You are preparing, even if you want to prepare your house to have a good prayer corner, whatever it is, there's so many different things that you can do. But you just want to make sure that if Christ were to come again, there is already space for him. That's so big. And you're going to hear often people saying, start saying no more. Don't go to parties. Don't do this, that, and the other thing. That is up to you. Celebrate the way that you want to, but just make sure that you are spending as much time as possible preparing your heart for Jesus, preparing for his coming. Because December 25th is Christmas. That is Christ coming. Now, if you're like me and you love Christmas, I have some amazing news. In the Catholic faith, Christmas does not begin and end December 25th. No, it goes to January the 6th. So it's 12 days of Christmas. You know that song? Yeah, that's a religious song, the 12 days of Christmas. So it starts December 25th, which is Jesus's birth, and it goes to Three Kings Day, also known as Epiphany. So you have all of that time that we are celebrating, we're partying, we're saying Jesus is come. That is the time when the big, fun, beautiful celebrations happen. And here in the United States, we typically give presents on December the 25th. That's when Santa Claus comes, which is St. Nicholas of Myra, real person. And that is a whole nother thing that I'll talk about in another video where I'm doing the basic activities that we're doing this year to celebrate Advent. I'll link it below, but we'll be talking about his feast day and how Santa Claus plays into Christmas. But anyway, so here in the United States, December 25th is when we give the gifts. Well, in a lot of countries that are predominantly Catholic, they don't give gifts until Three Kings Day, January 6th, or Epiphany, because that is when the three kings gave Jesus a gift. So, just a little fun fact. But just so you see that it is two separate times. So, you have Advent, which is January 1st through 24th. That is when you're preparing space for Jesus. You're preparing your heart. You are getting ready for the rest of the year. You have made space for him, because as the year goes, it fills up with things always. That just happens. So clear out space now so you are ready. So you always have a space for him. And then December 25th comes and it is celebration. Jesus has come, and that just keeps happening. There's so many feast days, so many fun things that you can do between December 25th and January the 6th. So I hope that helps you understand just that basic understanding of Advent, that Advent is not Christmas. There's the Advent season, and then you have the Christmas season. Hopefully that helps you. That is the light bulb that helped me. Feel free to check out the video that we will have on the activities that we're going to be doing and the celebrations that we'll be doing this year, just to start us off before we start growing every single year. I'll also link a really good video by Father Mike. That is the video that we watched in RCIA, OCIA, that helped me get a good grasp on Advent and Christmas. And I'll probably put a couple other things down there just to help you out. So God bless you all. I am praying for you, and I hope that you have a beautiful, beautiful Advent season.